The purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to use the Nimbus screenshot and screen video recorder extension so that you can do a tutorial such as this one or do a student project such as a book trailer. I'm going to use the book trailer as an example today. If you need to download it, you're going to find it in your Chrome extensions. Here's the address up there. It is an extension, not an app, and here's the full name of it if you need it. A couple things will pop up when you first install. It'll give you an instruction screen. Feel free to read through that. It has a lot of helpful information. You can go back to that later, of course. It also, when you begin recording for the first time, might have a lot of pop-ups, such as allowing this app to use your microphone. That's critical that the students allow that in their Chrome browser so that it can record the video, record the sound, etc. It sometimes might tell you about the new features, these kind of things. So look for the pop-ups and you can clear those. I've already cleared most of them, so you won't see them in this tutorial. When you do go for the first time up to the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the extension appear to the right side of your address bar in your Chrome browser tab. When you click on the little N, the blue N, I'm using this screenshot because I'm using Nimbus right now to record this tutorial, so mine looks red, but yours will look blue. You have all of these options. Most all of these options have to do with a simple screen capture. It is an excellent screen capture program, so feel free to play around with those to get simple screenshots. The one we're concerned about today is recording video. Recording video will allow you to do what we're doing right now. Once you click on record video, another screen will pop up and it will ask you these options here. Now, when it says tab versus desktop, tab simply means the tabs in your Chrome browser versus desktop record. Right now, I'm using the desktop record option, which means I see everything on my entire screen right now. I see all the tabs that are open. I see my bookmark bar. I see my address, and down below, all of the different apps that I have running. For the most part, unless you're doing a tutorial like this, you don't want that. You just want to see the contents of the tab. So for your students, they're going to want to choose tab record. That way, all of this is gone. You only see inside the tab. That will be very handy once we are recording our book trailer. We're going to want to do that. A couple other options you'll want to know about. Record mic sound. Clearly you want that on because it allows you to hear your voice, which is the whole purpose of this. Record tab sound. If your tab, say your book trailer, had some animations or sounds or noises in it, then you'd want to allow that if that's important. Animated cursor, it means you'll see the cursor. For the students, if they're doing a book trailer, you might want to play around with animated cursor off. They'll see the cursor, but you shouldn't see that in the recording, which might work pretty handy when you're doing the book trailers. Countdown of 3 seconds is about right. Before the students start recording something like a book trailer, they're going to want to set it up and prepare. This mode right here, they're going to see all of this inside, and you want to get in a presentation mode before they begin recording. The trick about presentation mode is they also need to be able to get up to the upper right-hand corner to begin Nimbus. Now, I've clicked on it before and tried the different hotkeys to begin recording, and it hasn't worked successfully for me, so I'll show you a method so you can still see the end and record. So what the students will want to do is go into presentation mode, click on present, but we don't want to stay in this mode. Oh, and here's a mistake that will often happen. You'll need to make sure they're at slide 1. So I'm going to use my mouse to click back to slide 1 or my arrow keys, that's fine. But you're going to want to exit full screen mode. So stay in present mode, but use this button here to exit full screen mode. That's important. I found it's best for them to use the trackpad to advance because if you do that and just barely touch it, you won't hear any sound. If I actually click the trackpad, you can hear the sound pretty loud in the recording. If they use the mouse, you can actually hear the mouse clicking sometimes because it's a very sensitive recorder. So those are a couple tricks that might help you out. Get them in this mode so that they have exited the full screen. Now they can see the end and they're going to click on that. When they click on it, they'll choose record video. Then they will choose tab record and turning the animated cursor off. It will give them a countdown of 3 seconds. After the 3 seconds begins, then they silently click on their trackpad to read the first video. You're 12 years old. They click again anywhere on the screen. You go to the village gathering, and they can continue to do that. Now, when they're done, they're going to need to, as quick as possible, go up to the upper right-hand corner again and click on the N and click on stop. If the hotkeys work for you, great. They don't work for me, so click on the N and click stop. When they're done, they're going to go to a screen that looks like this. It will say Save Screencast. You have a couple options here. Important will be for them to get some headphones on and play the video. So they'll click play and they can see, is this the recording I want? Most likely it will take them a couple attempts to do that. Once they're done, they want to choose Save Video. If they're on a Chromebook, the nice thing is the option that will default to is to save to their Google Drive, which is what they want. They don't want to save it locally to the Chromebook itself. They can do this if they choose it, but it's more helpful to save the video to their drive. Of note, if they haven't updated their Chromebook and it needs some updates, it's not going to show up right away. It actually does save it, but they're going to need to do the updates in the Chromebook and reboot that, and then they should see their videos appear. That's all there is to it. Play around with it a few times first. Good luck, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I'll do my best to help you out.